Good morning, everyone, or afternoon. I don't even know what time of day it is anymore. It's all this remote learning, quarantining, not quarantining, social distancing. I don't know. It's a lot. So today, I thought I would teach a nice Hatha Yin blend class, and maybe we'll feel a little bit better about stuff. So, from now, let's just take a nice, easy seated posture. Yeah, that's a good angle. And just take a moment to soften the jaw, soften the tongue, soften the tops of the shoulders and the back of the neck. And just take a few moments to just deepen the breath. And then right from here, inhale the arms all the way up overhead. And exhale, forward fold, right over center. Release the head and neck to gravity, and maybe just nod the head yes and no. Just little circles. And pull the belly button to the spine to come back up through center. And then from center, take the hands over the head so that the opposite hand takes the opposite elbow. Take a deep breath in. And then pull the belly button to the spine and just take a nice, easy sundial stretch over to the left. And slowly come back through center. Inhale. Exhale to the right. And slowly come back through center. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist to the left. And inhale the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, twist to your right. And inhale the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Coming right back up through center, and then from here, oops, didn't turn that off. Come right into tabletop position. And from tabletop position, we'll just take a few rounds of cat and cow. So inhale, lift the chest for cow. Belly button to spine, cat. Inhale for cow. Belly button to the spine for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Now, from here, come right back to center, and we'll just warm up the arms a little bit. So from here, take the hips back to child's pose, then come all the way forward. Keep the elbows in, knees stay down, push up and back to child's pose. This one is called rolling baby. Up and around. Keep the elbows in, even if they want to flare out. We're definitely not looking to go like this, and we're not looking to crash down and put the elbows down. We're looking to build a little strength here. And come right back up to tabletop. And now for the rolling panda. Swing the left arm out. Take it under. Inhale, lift. Exhale, under. Inhale, lift. Exhale, under. Inhale, lift. Exhale, under. Inhale, lift. Tabletop, right side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, under. Inhale, lift. Exhale, under. Inhale, lift. Exhale, under. Inhale, lift. Exhale, under. Inhale, lift. Tabletop. Tuck the toes under, push right back, downward facing dog. Take the knees down to the mat, and now we'll take a few hip circles. So staying in tabletop position, the Google Classroom just never stops from school. It just never stops. There it goes again. Okay. Goodbye, children, for a little bit. Love you. So, hip circles. Lift the left knee up. Circle it around. And change direction. And switch sides. And switch directions. Now, right from here, take the hands a little bit out in front of you, stretch the legs straight back, pull the abs in, a nice plank position, or take the knees down for half plank. And then come back into a cross-legged position. Bring the feet together. Take the hands to the ankles. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, forward fold. Come right into butterfly, the first of our yin postures. We'll take about 3 minutes here. Let me set the timer. I set it at exactly 2 minutes 30 seconds, and on the timer on the video, it was exactly 30 seconds. Good. Nice deep breaths in and out. And just allow the body to come to any depth. Right now, my chest is not on my feet. I'm not concerned about that. I feel the work in my lower back and in my hips. And I'm just going to lightly focus on my breath and concentrate. And feel my lower body energy meridians opening, my gallbladder, the urinary bladder, the liver, the kidney. Knowing that though the posture has, for me, a slight bit of discomfort to it in my hips, that discomfort means change. And you know, all I've been talking about since we started this Vakari Hot Yoga Google Classroom is no challenge, no change. And using challenge as a vehicle to seeing our lives a little bit differently, seeing the people in our lives a little bit differently, seeing everything a little bit differently. You know, it's unavoidable. We're all in this, and this is just where it's at. And unfortunately, it seems like we're going to be here for a bit. It's only getting worse right now in terms of the contamination and the amount of tests that they're doing, and all the numbers go up, which means we have to wait for the numbers to go down, obviously, but we're only finding out who's actually sick, and it's going to take time for them to feel better. It's not a 24-hour bug. And as with all yin postures, maybe come a little bit deeper when your body says, yeah, I can go down a little bit more. And then pull the belly button in, slowly come back up through center. Place the soles of the feet to the floor, knees bent, hands behind you, and just windshield wiper the legs left and right. Whew. Wow. My hips and back needed that one. Boy. Then push off. For in Hatha and Vinyasa, we would call this Parsvottanasana, reverse tabletop. But in Yin Yoga, Bernie Clark decided it looks like a hammock, so we call it hammock. It's shifting the energy from the lower body meridians. Now we're in the upper body meridians, the lung and the heart. Take the hips down to the mat. Lengthen the legs long now for caterpillar. So different from Hatha and Vinyasa, you don't have to glue everything in. We just want to come forward over the legs and feel a nice, tender pull at the hamstrings and lower back. Now I'm going to set it for 3 minutes. Hands can lie on the sides of the legs. We just want to resist the temptation to use upper body strength to pull us down. We want to let the head and neck release to gravity, and we just want to feel the lower back opening. Pacing our breath. And again, this is a lower body meridian. Yin Yoga is very closely related, if not completely related, to Chinese medicine. So different from our Vinyasa and Hatha practices, this is the opposite side of that. Those are the Yang, spelled Y-A-N-G. I know here in the United States we say Yang, but it's really pronounced Yang. So it's Yin and Yang. So this is the Yin side of that. The Hatha and the Vinyasa are the more aggressive masculine side, and this is the softer, more feminine, more relaxing, more caretaking side of yoga. And as you can see, my lower back and my hamstrings allowed me to come a little bit deeper here. But I'm not using my upper body strength. I'm not pulling myself down. I can feel the muscles as we hit the 1 minute 30-second mark, releasing a bit. And as in all poses, we want to ensure that the back of the neck and the shoulders are not taking the brunt of it, that the jaw and the tongue stay soft. And it's interesting, in Yin Yoga they say, and in Hatha Vinyasa Yoga, we say the posture begins when you want to get out of it. So for all those people who, when they come to a Yin class, like my first time in a Yin class, when we think to ourselves, come on, let's go, next pose, come on, get me out of this, come on, and the mind is racing, and impatience and ego take over, that's the moment you realize Yin is the practice you need as well, because we can't just be still. And it's the stillness that we need to balance. Sorry, y'all. I was there too. It took me a while to embrace Yin Yoga, and now I love it. But there was a time where I was like, what? But now, I'm more like, oh, thank God. But I too tried to race out of the poses. And I don't know if you can hear it, but Lester is snoring. He's snoring, and it sounds like a little old man. Coming back up through center. Then maybe bend the knees for the hammock again, or keep the legs straight for slide. But in Hatha or Vinyasa Yoga, we would call that the upward facing plank. So from here, just push right up to slide or the hammock. And slowly take the hips down to the mat. Separate the legs into your open angle, or in Yin, we're going to call this straddle. And then take a long inhale, And slowly make your way down just a little bit at first. I just hit start for the 3 minutes. So for me, this posture really shows where my work is. My work is in my quadriceps, hip flexors, and hamstrings. All of that together will soften my lower back. And again, as with all yin yoga poses, I don't know how, but I'm building heat. This is very Christmas, this ensemble. It's very Christmas. And again, as always, neck, shoulders, jaw, and tongue, not causing any residual stress in other sections of the body. Just letting the hamstrings, hip flexors, and lower back relax. And again, I'm not putting music on for the videos because it's on in the background and it makes me feel like I'm shouting. So if you want relaxing music, go ahead and play your own at home. Because I don't have the editing, and I don't know how to edit it so the music goes over, and I'm just not interested. You can play your own. And every once in a while, sink a bit deeper. Wow. And then from here, we still have a minute and a half. I just saw the 1 minute 30 seconds. Just soften the feet. And let the lower back open as the hip flexors, the hamstrings, sending nothing but love into the lower back. And for those of you who are teachers or are home, going crazy with all the notifications from emails and Google Classroom notifications, I turn everything off at 3 p.m. and then I turn it back on at 8 a.m. If there's really an emergency, I'm pretty sure the powers that be know how to get to me. And this is right about the point in my yin practice where I start to feel the posture really going in to the source of the tightness, the fascia deep down. The good news is my lower back and everything are going to feel great. But in this moment right here, whew, and then slowly use your arms to make your way carefully and slowly back up. Oh. That was a lot. And close the angle of the legs and maybe just thump out the backs of the legs. Here comes Grandpa. Hi. How's it going? You want to do some yin yoga? And then for counter posture, either the slide again or the hammock. Oh, look at him. Just rolling around trying to show you how cute he can be. Was that a good nap? And slowly make your way down. And then right from here, let's just take another downward facing dog, just to reach through everything, see how different everything feels. And then lift the right leg up to three-legged dog, and as you peek back, make sure the right toes are pointing down to the floor. Lengthen the left leg, press into the arms, keep the abs engaged. Right foot comes down to the mat, left leg lifts up three-legged dog. Whew. Hi. Now, from here, Unfold the body, come right into a plank position, and right from here, take a slow chaturanga down like an elevator. Now, slide the forearms ahead of you. Let me push back so you can see the formation of the arms. Right, so the elbows are on the floor, and the upper arm comes right down from your shoulders. So they're not somewhere out here where you're relaxing. They're right underneath you where you feel the work for Sphinx. Now, 3 minutes. Now, in your Sphinx, shoulders away from the ears, neck long. Again, elbows close in so that you're making a line straight down from your upper arm to your elbow. Legs can be together or apart, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Keep pushing down into the arms to feel the work in the upper body. You're going to hear a clunk. That was Lester jumping up on the windowsill. Couple of variations. If you wanted, you don't have to. Remember, it's Yin Yoga. We do what we like as long as it feels good. Maybe keep the chest lifted, but slide the arms ahead. So you don't lower the shoulders and the chest down in this variation. It's all supposed to open the upper body, shoulders away from ears. Maybe bend the knees, toes point up. Oh, God, that's a lot. In that moment where the upper body wants to start laying down on the mat, that's the point where you don't leave the pose. You don't let it happen. You're building strength. Now, slide the hands back for a third variation, which is called seal, which in Vinyasa or Hatha we would call the upward facing dog. I'm not going to spend the next minute and 19 seconds in up dog or seal. I'm going to come down. But if you want to stay up there, you go right ahead. I'm coming back to where I felt a good amount of work, which was in the standard Sphinx. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Resist the temptation to just lay. It's about changing the insides. Just noticing the right side of my hair looks crazy. Social distancing. I hope you like the painting on the top of my couch. It's a city in Italy. I mean, I'm pretty sure I got it at Home Goods. It's not like anybody painted it for me. They did it. 15 seconds. And then from here, slowly come down. Give the upper body just a pause. Place the hands on top of each other. Let the forehead relax. Shoulders away from the ears. And because I kept my elbows underneath my arms, my upper arms, it was a straight line down, I feel a lot of activation in my upper body. And slowly make your way up to the tabletop. Tuck the toes under, pull the abs in. Ooh. Push back, downward facing dog. And then from your downward facing dog, walk the hands back to the feet. 4, dangling. Take opposite hand to elbow, hang upside down. Now from here you can either straighten the knees or bend them, completely up to you. About 40 seconds to go. Ten seconds. And then slowly walk your way all the way back out to your downward facing dog. Take the knees right down. Step the right foot to the outside of the right hand to set up for dragons. Take the left knee back wherever is comfortable, but just make sure that the right knee is over the ankle and over the heel. I don't know how that just got so developed in the past couple of days. I have no idea. All that Google Classrooming. So from here, you can take the forearms down to the floor or stay on the hands. There we go. It just had to give up a little bit. It's a lot in that hip, Lord. I'm just going to call that corona tightness. I'm going to blame COVID-19. You know, I'm always blaming something. My height. And slowly make your way back up, but then straighten the right leg. Come into half monkey from the dragon. Hello, my toes, say hi. Lester is sleeping in a sunbeam. Yeah. Right in the windowsill, being blasted by sunlight. Not a care in the world. Why should he? I open the cans, I put food in there, treats, water, litter box, red wall, he can just lay there. It's a nice life. 30 seconds on this side. It's a lot of love to the hamstring. It's going to be a nice lower back feeling. And slowly make your way back up to the lunge. But then from here, step your way back to downward facing dog. And then one of the legs is going to want to bend. My left knee wants to be bent, and I'm going to reach through my right leg. But if the other way, if the shift of it feels good, do that. And slowly come back down tabletop for the second side. Left foot goes outside left hand. I start at my hands and I let my hip start to open up. I take my right knee back a little bit. If you want to come automatically down, go right ahead. God bless. This is where I am. This side I feel like it's a little bit more tighter. I feel like it's going to take me a little bit more time to get my elbows down. But please, when your elbows are ready to go down to the ground, go right ahead. You don't have to wait for me. Not quite. Left one doesn't want to go down yet. I'm not going to rush it. It's a lot. 30 seconds before half monkey. Ah, now it went down. Just needed a little more time. Don't you love when people say Yin Yoga is easy? Yeah, okay. It's a lot. Now push back, half monkey. And you decide if you want the heart to come right over, like right here. This is a lot for me. So I'm going to just pause here and I'm going to let it do its magic to the back of my left leg. I know it's an increase in circulation and the blood flow there, but that's a sticky patch. 40 seconds. 15 seconds. I just couldn't recognize that number for a second. And slowly come back up to the starting position. Step right back, downward facing dog. Now from downward facing dog, lift the right leg back up to three-legged dog. Turn the hip out, lift the right knee up, come right into the open hip variation. Right foot goes down, left leg goes up. Bend the knee, turn out the hip, and then lift the left knee up even higher. And slowly come back to downward facing dog. Take the knees down to the floor. And then come back into your easy seated posture. And hopefully, that feels wonderful actually. All those yin postures feel beautiful. Just a little piece of inspiration, hopefully, to take you through your day. From the book, A Year of Living Your Yoga by Judith Lassiter. Daily Practices to Shape Your Life. The March 26th one, I think, is particularly lovely. Fun can take me away from my life. Enjoyment takes me into my life. Fun can be something we use to escape from our lives. Enjoyment is the sweetness of noticing your life right now. The sunset, the taste of cool water, the smell of clean sheets. Find something to enjoy right now. And for me, it was making that video of Yin Yoga. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Please, as always, as I ask, leave in the comments section and let me know how you enjoyed your Yin practice. Namaste.